Ladies and gentlemen, I send this video to the United States and European NATO, European and United Nations to know that God releasing third war in 2023, which is coming by a space attack coming to happening by this lady. Their plan to bring in first country in the world, government of Canada, on the criminal investigation to the international court. They bring their government because God command this happening in the world, and world can receive that about Canada crime, what they did cause behind the God plan. I send it to you, ladies and gentlemen, here, which is the disinformation coming on the international news because moon shifting, and not many people know that who is taking over the moon, who is landed in the moon and taking over in the moon, which is I have evidence of this. Lady landed in the moon and taking over in the moon for Sodom and Gomorrah coming. I bring it to your evidence why this one going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. I am in Canada, and Canada allowing many crime behind my future. So far, they did cause the hacking behind my computer by their Canadian Security Service multicultural from India or Arab terrorists. I'm bringing this phone number 234-814-565-5186, 234-814, which is 234 is Montreal, 234-814-656-5186, and he called, I am agent of the USA. This person calling me, he said, I am agent of the United States. He calling from Montreal. Many black culture did calling to my cell phone, they hacking me on my cell phone from Montreal, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the government of Canada give this power, which is this Canadian Security Service criminal, give this power to these people to do that hacking behind my cell phone, which is a God want to bring third war, ladies and gentlemen, very soon. And before this war happening, they're releasing this lady by sword of justice coming in the sky to bring government of Canada on the international news, on the international court by many TUSNAMI, many earthquakes. It's happening blackout very soon. This information coming, ladies and gentlemen, because of moon and queen of the space landed in the moon.
Pete, there is now a second player in the sky. The moon.
Second player, I bring it to you here. This is second player in the sky, in the moon. This is the second player in the sky, in the moon. This is second player in the sky, in the moon. This is first player in the sky, in the moon. And this is going to happen. Explosion, tsunami, major earthquakes coming by this lady. To bring in the government of Canada under this international news and court to find out who is this black culture from United States they connected, which is the United States team. They give this power to this black culture to hacking behind my cell phone and costing money crime. And they say, Joe Biden sent into your money, we give you a fund. I understand they take last person, which is phone number, I give it to you. They told he is the he is a USA agent, agent of United States. That phone number I give it to you, which is here. I read it one more time, this phone number. 234-814-656-5186, which is 234 from Montreal. Their government, their Canadian Security Service, give this permission to these people to hacking behind my cell phone. And God sending to the European, United Nations, NATO, European, you are in trouble, USA, for black culture crime behind the Qasem Yarahmadi, which is I am, to bring in your country under Sodom and Gomorrah soon, CIA, FBI, USA Department for this crime. you allowing Canada carry on behind my future.
Moon. NASA has announced that the moon is shifting and the Earth's rising sea level will cause high tides to become even higher in the near future, eventually causing catastrophic floods throughout the world.
This information coming to the world news, ladies and gentlemen, many people received that. The government of Canada has been found guilty on the criminal investigation to the Quebec, Montreal, especially Toronto, this part, and Ottawa, the parliament building, to come in on the international news by angel of the God coming to attack in 2023 from April. To bring in this investigation to the government of Canada, world can receive that what Canada did behind my future by this black culture from connected and the hacking behind my internet, behind my information, which is Canada coming on the international court, ladies and gentlemen, to bring their government under this international court to receive that government of Canada being found guilty on the criminal investigation, to bring their government Canada under this international court to judging their country and their government in their parliament building, which is government of parliament building Canada coming on the international news by TUSNAMI, ladies and gentlemen, by earthquake. According to this man, we will release the earthquake to your parliament building to bring your government on the international court to investigation to your Canadian Security Service for this crime of this multicultural you connected behind the Qasim Yar Ahmadi, and you've been found guilty, Canadian Security Service, to bring your department on the criminal investigation would watch your government what you did cost behind my information. And this information same time going to the United States, beware, we are coming to attacking you, USA, CIA, FBI, DIA, for crime of the black culture, the hacking behind the Qasim Yar Ahmadi information, then they introduce themselves, we are from United States agents, but their phone number, Twitter, in Montreal, they connected to me. And the hacking behind my information. God want this information going to the United Nations to receive that you are facing this United Nations very soon, according to the Space God site, to bring in this tsunami earthquake to the your side to receive that you've been found guilty, United Nations, NATO, because you did not freeze government of Canada under this investigation.
Why is it anticipated that this shifting phenomenon would cause more flooding on Earth? Is there any way to prevent this disaster? Let's find out. The frequency and intensity of hurricanes and other extreme weather events have already increased due to climate change. A lesser-known danger that might cause devastation on American shores.
According to information I have, ladies and gentlemen, God want to receive that by this man here, which is appearing above the we will attack you, Canada team, by bringing your government in the international courts very soon, by blackout, by tsunami earthquake in 2023, and we are coming to bring your government on the international court would receive that your country must be closed down, according to this man. And bringing your Canadian Security Service on the international court by this earthquake, because you cannot run away from this earthquake, according to this man. And world will receive that 8.7 earthquake to your parliament building in Ottawa and Quebec, Montreal. Land completely got shaking your land. And this earthquake causing disaster and 10,000 trillion damage to all the building you have. You've been found guilty, Canada team, to bring your country under this investigation, on the criminal investigation, to your country and your team inside the Canadian Security Service, and bringing your government, Canada, on the international courts. This information coming to the world news, ladies and gentlemen, many received that because this lady raising war in the sky against the Canada to bring their government on this international court by TUSNAMI earthquake major money is coming to happen in Canada.
Is approaching though. When tides rise by around 2 feet, that's 0.6 meters, over the daily normal high tide, and start to spill onto the streets, or the moon circles around Earth far more slowly than it does on its axis, while the moon's gravitational pull was in 56 minutes today. The moon orbits the Earth in 27.3. The moon's rotational axis is 1.5 degrees inclined away from its orbital plane. As a result,
this message to many part to receive that, ladies and gentlemen, this message coming by God, and He sending to you. I am releasing attack from moon coming to your country, United Nations, USA, especially you black culture, to bringing guilty one under this investigation who was basically causing this crime and effect behind the Qasem Yarahmadi mission, which is I am, to bringing that department on the international courts. You are by Sudan and Gumaro, we coming to attack you, that country you are today, causing this. And this person releasing this attack, he want all of you receive that the moon will attack you for Sudan and Gumaro in 2023 because they want to bring government of Canada and the international court freezing their country under this crime, what they did cause behind my future. You must expect many electricity, many city, many houses, many building fall from 2023 because God commands to bring in government of Canada on the international court, ladies and gentlemen, under my investigation to find out who is this black culture locking behind my information and causing all this crime from United States connected to the Canada and causing all this crime. And you US Navy Marine, God want to receive that. You are in trouble very soon. You are losing your house, your building, your house of foundation conquerors. All of you, you are in the trouble in few days. If you don't stand and attacking Canada, or bringing government of Canada by United Nations and NATO, Russia, China under this investigation. If you don't do that, bringing government of Canada on the international court, we will destroy you from moon. We are coming.